by the government, by the people, by every businessman or labor leader, and by every newspaper. For we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies primarily on covert means for expanding its sphere of influence, on infiltration
Hey,
instead of invasion.
want to listen to some tunes?
Las Vegas must be someplace if Caesar moved his palace there.
What are you doing?
Catching up on the 20th century.
You read the whole encyclopedia?
Uh-huh. From cover to cover to cover to cover to cover to cover. What's this? A baseball? Bowling ball? Cinderella's ball?
No, it's a globe of the earth.
Get back. You mean the earth isn't flat? I must have missed that part.
Boy, he has been in that lamp a long time.
Ridiculous kung fu video.
Man, that's the best idea since they faked the moon landing.
Okay, cut.
Like that ground control guy during the moon landing.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Roger that, Neil. We came in peace for all the peoples of the earth.
Wow, Neil Armstrong. Hey, wait a minute. You're supposed to be on the moon. I just saw it on TV.
Oh, there's a tape delay and with all solar winds. We read you, Neil. We chose to go to the moon not because it is easy, but because it is hard. Had a lot of help down here, Neil. We have slipped the surly bonds of Earth and... Grab some rocks, Neil. Throw them in a bag. We'll get you home safe and sound.
Did you notice any curvature while we were up there?
Curvature? No.
No? There's no curvature?
It's just all flat.
What's up? What's up, pilots? Is the earth flat or round?
Flat.
Thanks. I'm with you.
Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy, happy.
About 450 million tubes a year. If you look at that on the population size, that's a lot of tubes of toothpaste for everyone. I'm always looking to see how we can improve quality. So we have a phrase in GSK that we use in supply chain that says, remember that there's a consumer or a patient, or more generally a person at the end of our supply chain. Recession always has affected manufacturing and trade, things come up and down, but I have a feeling that the UK's on the up. I guess it doesn't matter how hard up you get, maybe you still want to clean your teeth in the morning.
You got it all wrong. You got it all wrong. Is
Well,
everybody
Eddie, I've got to think this is not very organized.
Did you know that toothpaste has a history of nearly 4,000 years? Sounds weird, right? While toothpaste in those times was not as complex as it is today, so let's jump into the video and know more about the manufacturing process of toothpaste.
This is Christopher Columbus and goes for a flat world.
I know, but really, you're such a dreamer. You'll go out there and you'll sail right off the edge of the world.
Oh, bravo! Hey, was that moving? Was that a great bet? Have your permission to sail?
Have you had your shot?
Enjoy. Take a look. Were you addressing me? Were you addressing me?
I tell you, the world is flat, and that's that.
As round as your hat.
It's flat as your head.
World, believe you're gonna receive the shock of...
Were you addressing me? Were you addressing me? Were you addressing me? Well, there's no one else here, is there? Unless I'm sadly mistaken. There's no one else here. Ooh, you made me hurt my neck.
42.
Okay.
Shall I tell you why we brought you here?
What's your nozzle efficiency with a traditional combustion chamber? You can get to, but no actual rockets.
Where the artist wants three-dimensional, solid-looking images. To date, the only alternative to making a model has been film animation. And the reason that the animation takes so long is that hundreds of separate pictures like this have to be drawn and photographed one by one to make even that short moving sequence. Bottom line here, first, then it appears at the top and I become a star of Australian television. By constantly recording the lines and replaying them at the wrong times, all these effects can be achieved.
Ladies and gentlemen. Can does only McCann can.
The President of the United States and the new Congress will depart from the Flat Earth Society attitudes on science of the can come together with ethical principles supporting the Flat Earth.
Masonic liars, get stuffed.
No sugar for your coffee, no coffee for your cream. No lover that knows what you mean. You get lost living in doubt your dreams. Everyone is bursting at the seams, but is it good enough for you? Oh, baby, is it good enough for you? I walked into the jungle, walked out with my flesh. All my clothes are gone and only I was left. from flat earth.
Oh, Mr. Williams. What are you going to do with that stick?
Whiskey from flat earth, yeah.
There's lots of things you can do with this stick.
Whiskey from flat earth, flat earth. Whiskey from flat earth, man. President Trump, he doesn't go high enough, so he don't know unless they told him so. We on the flat earth. We on the flat earth. Yes, it's surreal when you just see what's going on. We on the flat earth. Yeah. You are selling groceries on a platter. Sometimes you're
Hasta mañana. Good talking to you, man.
sometimes you're running. Yes, it's surreal when you just see what's going on. Yeah, sometimes you're sitting there. Sometimes you're running. We on the bottom. But no matter what they say, you're going the same speed, east or west.
No, gravity is nonsense.
You're not going 1,000 miles faster as you travel to the west. I think you're just going the same speed. Yes, it's surreal when you just see what's going on. Yeah. Yes, it's surreal when you just see what's going on. Yeah, we're on sitting on a flat earth, not spinning on a flat earth, just sitting on a flat earth, not moving on a flat earth, not moving on a flat earth, not moving on a flat earth. Digging in the planet, walking, talking, drinking, rolling, playing with cats on a flat earth. No flat earth. Living on flat earth, baby. We are on top, sitting just still on a flat plane. And this is how it feels. Yeah, it's not like that. Yeah, we got some spring water nearby. We've got some police officers everywhere in the sky. The name is NASA. They stop us from checking things out. That's what they're about. Depending who's president, NASA does what they want. Right before Flat Earth researched, NASA was up, screwing around in the sky, screwing around, flipping water pies, squeezing out rags for science. They were doing things like backflips, $50 million a day. Or was it 19 million? Like it matters anyway. Yeah, NASA's on a flat earth. NASA polices the flat earth. NASA polices this flat earth. NASA polices this flat earth. NASA polices the flat earth. Every president thinks that it's rounder. They need to be quiet, so they are not taken high enough to see. They are higher, yeah. NASA polices the flat earth. NASA's in the sky on this flat earth. They ride the balloons high. Sometimes they send helium-filled balloons. Sometimes they send rockets filled with helium to space, or so it looks. But really they just take a ride. Everyone loves Hollywood because they promote the ball. Did you ever think about why they call it having a ball?
Thank you, Annie.
First full day of the New World Order.
Pan tam był. Czy Ziemia rzeczywiście jest kulą zawieszoną w kosmosie?
Jest płaska. Tak jak oczekują i nie spodziewałem się co prawda tego pytania, ale zapewniam pana, że jest płaska.
Generał Mirosław Hermaszewski, jak dotąd pierwszy i ostatni Polak, który odbył lot orbitalny. Dziękuję serdecznie za rozmowę.
Dziękuję, kłaniam się. Jest płaska. Tak jak oczekują i nie spodziewałem się co prawda tego pytania, ale zapewniam pana, że jest płaska.
I'm sorry we had to be so cautious, but we have to be safe from a national security standpoint.
Oh, I quite understand, but there's nothing to worry about. We haven't had a Russian spy in here in at least 2 weeks.
Williamson. Kitty, how come you never talk to me anymore?
Have you ever looked away from Earth into the black void?
Me. Payday Monsanto. Let's get it, homie.
We sleep, the alarm's going off, beep, beep. Time to wake up to the deceit. Our whole reality's made up by the elite. They live, we sleep, the alarm's going off, beep, beep. Time to wake up to the deceit. Our whole reality's made up by the elite.
They live, we sleep, the alarm's going off, beep, beep. Time to wake up to the deceit. Our whole reality's made up by the elite. They live, we sleep, the alarm's going off, beep, beep. Time to wake up to the deceit. Our whole reality's made up by the elite. I came here to kick some ass just like Roddy Piper. These motherfuckers that walk among us, they got me hyper. But don't be chewing that bubble gum, it's got aspartame. It's a chemical directly targeted at your brain, just like the fluoride that they put in the water supply and all the geoengineering we got in the sky. I'm trying to tell you, and I hope that you're hearing me clearly. This ain't no bullshit speculation, conspiracy theory. They live and they're controlling every move you make, from the apartment that you live in to the juice you drink. They give you television to help you ignore this prison while feeding you genetically modified organisms. They want us like the Walking Dead, just obey and consume. Don't worry about anything, keep awaiting your doom. To all my warriors out there, this is indeed my call. It's time to put a fucking end to this elite cabal. They live, we sleep, the alarm's going off, beep, beep. Time to wake up to the deceit. Our whole reality's made up by the elite. They live, we sleep, the alarm's going off, beep, beep. Time to wake up to the deceit. Our whole reality's made up by the elite.
When they try to prove their spinning ball Earth, it's remarkable. All their arguments are absolutely fucking farcical. It's clearly been shown your problems aren't resolvable. Your theory has been blown into tiny little particles. The pharmacological drugs they got the masses on precludes them from putting their rowdy Roddy Piper glasses on. And even when they do, they're unable to gaze too straight, cause for most of them it's way too late for them to see past their conditioning. They will not be listening to anything outside their paradigm imprisonment. They are ensconced in a nonsensical certitude, brainwashed by devils to revel in their servitude. It's idiocracy, pure hypocrisy. Waking these dummies up, it used to mean a lot to me. But nowadays I wanna tip their canoes, and as they drown, tell them this is what you get when you snooze.
They live, we sleep, the alarm's going off, beep, beep. Time to wake up to the deceit. Our whole reality's made up by the elite. They live, we sleep, the alarm's going off, beep, beep. Time to wake up to the deceit. Our whole reality's made up by the elite.
Either put on these glasses or start eating that trash can.
I don't like you anymore. I might walk right out the door. I don't feel the way I used to about you. Anymore. If you understand all the things that I have planned. I don't like the way you look at me. I think it might just be time to be anymore.
Tell me more. Nabiel replies, will our people believe that the earth sits on the back of a giant turtle wrestling with a great ocean? Bartender says, wow, that's incredible. Tell me more.
I don't know if I'm made anymore.
Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy, happy.
We make around about 450 million tubes a year. If you look at that on the population size, that's a lot of tubes of toothpaste for everyone. I'm always looking to see how we can improve quality. So we have a phrase in GSK that we use in supply chain that says, remember that there's a consumer or a patient.
Go with the flat earth theory.
You know I had to tell him. Yeah. The earth is flat. Bro, you need to check your facts. I got high up through the roof. And I landed on the moon flat too. In reality, everything is just in 2D, like a video game from 1983. Sides growing up and down the street while y'all sleep. Call me B.O.B. cause I don't see the curve. Messing up my vibe, yeah, you got a lot of nerve. Read a book, nah, I don't wanna learn. Read a book, nah, I don't wanna learn. They say that we are king. For me and my homies, we don't say it, we just spray it. I'ma leave it, namaste. Do your research, how much I gotta say it. Earth is flat. Bro, you need to check your facts. I got high up through the roof. And I landed on the moon flat too. In reality,
fascinating. And how that works exactly.
In 2D, like a video game from 1983. Sides growing up and down the street while y'all sleep. Y'all sleep. Y'all sleep.
The skull and crossbones flag in Ron's office, lying to the public in the media.
The sun, it's totally tangible. You could get there if you really wanted to. The sun is totally tangible. You could get there if you really wanted to, but you don't want to. You just wanna come online and complain, 'cause things don't seem like that way that they say, yeah, but the sun is totally tangible. It's what so you could join NASA, become an astronaut. 'Cause anyone can be an astronaut. Anyone, 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 anyone. Anyone can be an astronaut. Yeah. The sun, it's totally tangible. How dare you argue against it? The sun is totally tangible. I can't believe you don't believe these standard academic models. The sun, it's totally tangible. Like Neil deGrasse Tyson said it's totally tangible, so it's got to be totally tangible. Because like I looked into the science books and like, you know, I might not have graduated high school or anything, but like I totally think that like, I don't know, like, you know, it's like totally tangible. It has to be totally tangible, because if it's not totally tangible, then that would mean that like somebody's lying, and they're not lying. The sun is totally tangible. You could get there if you really wanted to. The sun is totally tangible. You could get there if you really wanted to. Anyone can be an astronaut. Everyone's gonna go to space. We're gonna go to space. Yeah. And there's like Lagrange points with satellites and parking lots in space. Lagrange points are parking lots in space. And there's like one, it's L3, and it's on the other side of the sun, because the sun's totally tangible. It's like, it's in the middle. You know what I mean? It's in the middle. So like, you know, it's totally tangible. You could go there if you really wanted to, but like, you know, I mean, I don't know.
Tampa, about the bubbles in space coming up from the helmets. Yeah, you guys are in an underwater pool.
From space, and it's clearly flat and round. The other question I would have for people that think the Earth is flat.
This is Christopher Columbus and goes for a flat world.
I know, but really, you're such a dreamer. You'll go out there and you'll sail right off the edge of the world.
Oh, bravo! Hey, was that moving? Was that a great bet? Have your permission to sail? Have you had your shots?
Work in space, it's
Earth is flat.
Oh, bravo! Hey, was that moving? Was that a great bet? Have your permission to sail? Have you had your shots?
well on self-hate. Wonder why I was even made with a dreadful fate. Forced to try and awake with a full plate. No one to help me stay awake or educate. I've had to liberate and fight through hidden gates. But my brother, heaven could never be late. And rockets don't work in space. It's all fake. The show is on Mars. It's a joke, but you're too far gone. It won't be long. Fepe's beak is strong. We have our song and we march along like streams of knowledge leading to God's holy pond, and lives of truth that hits the bong and sings the song, turns mankind from the wrong. We come in peace with a holy gown and all of us wearing our holy crowns. Said the earth is flat and we probably just won't get along. Just to go along, I say. Welcome to the show. If you don't know, you don't know.
to the moon.
Astronauts to the moon.
The pro shop called. Your new putter has arrived.
The President of the United States and the new Congress will depart from the Flat Earth Society attitudes on science of the Bush administration. That isn't that I'm not respectful of the views of some on this subject. It's a new idea to some, and we have to make the case that. Well, I know, my views have followed this issue for years, and I'm disappointed that the administration has taken the point of view that they.
Modern editing techniques, we can use existing footage to complete the film without Millhouse. Seamless, huh? You're fired. And with good cause.